So, as we know, Monica had many, many friends, and over the years, we've had our own personal connections with her. And, you know, some of them, you know, we're always close as a class, and things like this always bring us closer. You know, not everybody could make it here in time, and, you know, a very close friend, Casey Swensky, we all know, could not make it this weekend, but yet Michael had asked if he wouldn't mind saying a few things, and given that he couldn't make it, he had asked if Nilsa could do it, and unfortunately Nilsa couldn't be here, so next man up. Just bear with me, and you know, it's Casey's words. I'm not gonna be like Casey, but you know, the sentiment is going to be there from him. So here we go. I asked Michael if it would be proper if Nilsa could read my letter, and he most graciously said yes to Nilsa, telling me how much Monica loved her. I chose my good friend Nilsa because our friendship with Monica goes back 55, 56 years or so to first grade at Old St. John's in Lorraine. I chose Nilsa because Monica had told me more than a few times how much she loved Nilsa and the Rodriguez family living on Clinton Avenue. And side note, Nilsa didn't want me to read all that part about her, but then again, that's Casey, and that's where those connections with friends come in. In my mind's eye, I can still see Monica coming to me on the first day of school wearing her plaid skirt, red vest, and white blouse, and the red cross tie. I believe the girls wore a tie. She was a one-person welcome wagon, and to think nothing has changed in 56 years. With Monica, where do you start? What a pure soul, and how she cared and mentored so many people. I was truly amazed reading all the comments from people she worked with, and how the main theme was her caring ways. So let's start with the fun part of Monica Durfee. Of course, we all have fun Monica stories, and I'll share a few. Okay, it's 8th grade graduation, circa 77. The entire class, maybe 20 students, cuts through the woods and goes to Buzzy's house. The famous Rattler, Monica's daddy, was there, and he had been popping off, and everyone crowed about leaving Casper and yours truly in the big newspaper recycled trailer bin. So when Rattler wasn't watching, the quartet of Casper, Fortney, Teleha, and Swensky lifted up the Rattler off the ground and tossed him in Buzzy's pool, fully clothed. The best part, Monica got involved and gave a nice shove. Rattler was threatening us that he was going to bury us all upside down, and remember, he ran Calvary Cemetery of Elmwood. Monica was hilarious, helping us toss the thrashing Rattler into the pool. A good time had by all as we left the comfy confines of St. John's to our new home of the massive Southview High. Another funny story, Rattler had taken about 8 of us that summer before freshman year to Ashland Park to watch some intense fast-pitch softball tournaments. He was trying to get us interested in the game. Anyway, after about 4 innings, someone found a hoops court over the hill, and we went over to play. Anyways, these guys were monsters, like 11th, 12th graders, and they were talking smack. But I was holding my own. And then Monica starts jawing with these guys, and she starts telling these guys, my guy's gonna kick your arse. And these guys didn't want to hear that. And I was like, no, Monica, I'm not gonna kick anybody's arse. You're gonna get me killed. Oh, you could hear the Rattler coming out of her. Funny story, we were going to the movies at Oakwood, and our ride was late, and we started to walk, and she was like, Case, bend over. And she proceeds to jump on my friggin' back and starts kicking me like I'm Secretariat. Go, Case! Yeah, yeah! We ran, you know, let's see here, kicking me in the ass. We ran down Homewood Drive. How's that for a visual? 8th grade girl from our St. John's school rides good friend like Secretariat. Make it one more time. Inspiration! Exclamation points. When you look that word up in Webster's dictionary, there's a picture of our beautiful Monica just smiling away. She truly was my beacon of light and my own help in my own health battles. I would be in the midst of some horrific pain akin to Big Jim Tomey hitting me in the tibia with a baseball bat. And as I thought of Monica and what she was enduring, I could see that sweet soul telling me, Case, you got this. And instantly inspiration would inspire me. And I'd say to myself, Case, Look what Monica's battling. You can handle this. And I truly believe many of you in attendance today feel the same exact way. Monica just made me feel like a better man. I remember my wife Lisa and I had visited John and Tina Bastock in Cincinnati a couple of years ago this October. And after that visit, we drove to southern Indiana to visit some friends who we were stationed with in Bangkok, Thailand. After visiting our friends, I received word Monica was in Lorraine, Avon, visiting with her very ill mother. So I told Lisa we have to go to Lorraine to see Monica. It was not on the schedule, but we're both retired, and I knew it could quite possibly be my last chance to see my dear friend. So I'd leave Monica and her sweet mama who were staying in Avon. So as I left my sister's house that October night, bound for Monica, my sister warned me that Monica was really sick in case. Don't keep her up there. She needs a rest. Yes. And my retort was, Kay, betcha she keeps me up. And true to Monica's form, she looked like she was ready for a marathon. We reminisced about everyone and everything from St. John's to Southview into our lives and how much she loved her grandchildren and children. Brandon and Brittany, she extolled the goodness you two carry in you, and she loved you two so much. Michael, what can I say, my man? As I told you on the phone, my heart breaks for you, and we all know that, what you lost. I also want you to know, and I'll tell everyone here and now, Monica told me that night in October, almost 2 years ago, that she told you she cut you loose if you wanted to run from the sadness that was about to envelop her life. However, do you know what she said? Well, that man wrapped his arms around me and told me that we're going through this together. And she told me, Case, how can I ask for any more than that? And I replied, a true Marine never runs. So in closing, I chose Nilsa to read this because, one, she is a dear friend of Monica's and yours truly. Our lives started together so many years ago. Monica, Nilsa, and Troy, that's a solid family on Clinton Avenue. In closing, I want to thank Nilsa for reading this. Monica and I talked about that a few times, and with all of you and what all of you have bestowed upon her memory tonight is exactly what she wanted. For all of us to be happy and remember nothing but the great times. So if any sadness enters your heart and mind, just close your eyes and think of your favorite Monica story, or a certain picture, or that awesome laugh of hers, and lock that away forever in your heart. For me, I see her in her Saints cheerleading uniform and coming up to comfort me against Lorraine High when I missed the game winner. And she's seen I was devastated, and in true Monica fashion, she said, Case, look at the bright side. At least it wasn't on TV. I will never forget that. She made me feel a little bit better. To Michael, Brandon, Brittany, and all of the family, I will continue to pray that God strengthens all of you during this most sorrowful time. God bless with much love and grace. Casey Storsky.
Very nice. Very nice.